number you have dialed has been changed.
Fickle my heart and how rosy my eyes. I struggle to find any truth in your lies. And now my heart stumbles on things I don't know. The weakness I feel must finally show. When in your eyes I can change what you see. But your soul you must keep, so to be free.
So this is a seedling house. Lots of choy, romaine, some turnips, sunflowers, shit ton of bok choy, and lettuce. So up here in the bigger garden, this is the second row of pea plantings. They have not come up yet. All down this fence line, all sugar snap peas. And then in here, we have a lot of stuff that was wintered over. Well, we have some things that were wintered over and some that are new plantings. All the lettuce is wintered over, but that's a new planting of cauliflower. And you can see the broccoli that has wintered over. These are sprouting broccoli, so just continually harvesting off of them. You just come in here and snap their little nubs off. Eat the whole thing. It's really good. More cauliflower implanted inside of that. Which one needs to be harvested? More lettuce. These are going to seed. I will keep the seeds from these. These were over winter. That's what a lettuce looks like as it's going to seed. It'll be big, tall, huge plant with big fronds of seeds on them. Some of those, there's another one. These are Boston red. There's one. There's one. Leaf lettuce, and then cabbages that are finishing up from over winter. Lots of garlic everywhere. And here's like snapdragons that survive the winter. And then more. Cabbage ready. These guys are radicchio. They take forever. But that was home-saved seed from last year. They take like 9-10 months. They've been in the ground for eternity. Here's some of that lettuce that I'll have seed from. And this is an intermix of winter. There's a whole bunch of that lettuce back there. It's really beautiful. All right. Yeah, what's in here? Is radish mostly. There's some herbs that are from the last planting, like this one. This one may be arugula. I should taste it and see. So a bunch of mixed color radishes coming up. And then these lettuce will finish out, you know, sooner than later. Like these are all ready. I'll have to cut all these heads of the Boston red. But I can pick the leaves on the big green ones. And you just eat those like salad. You know, big leaves. Cut them up. Cabbages ready to go. This bed is all fresh planting. You know, meaning I seeded it in here. Lots of radish that is hiding these, which are Chinese cabbage. They grow, it's a leaf cabbage, it's not a heading cabbage, but they grow super stinking fast. But, as you can see, slugs, absolutely adore them. You can see how badly hammered these guys are up here. This is all slug damage. So you kind of have to hide them the best you can. So I use the radishes to try to cover them up. Yeah. Heavy slug damage too. Cabbage ready to go. This one had some frost damage from that 6 degrees. Yeah, the whole bed up here is just Chinese cabbage and radish. With last year's cabbage planted in there, of course. Some more of the Chinese cabbage. And these are just in here underneath these blankets. And they'll just stay on until, you know, it's not a danger of frost. But more than anything, I'm keeping them on there to protect the little plants from the birds. So there's a radicchio cabbage from last year, but a new planting, interplanting of beets. These are all baby beets coming up. Bink, bink, bink. So these things will come out and the beets will come in. Beets all the way down. 2 different kinds. Keep the birds off. It's not going to hurt them to have this on there. So I do that. These are the broad beans. And check this out. Let me get out of the shadow here. So it's March 2nd. Planted them in November and they are flowering. All just beginning to flower. And they'll grow a little bit taller. But you can eat the tops of these. You come and you pick these out at some point when you're ready to stop its upward growth. You nip their heads out and you eat those. And but you can see how heavily it's coming into flower now. And then you can eat these as a pod bean, like green beans, or you can wait and eat them like a lima bean. And it's a chard from last year. And then all through here, you start with the first planting of sugar snaps. Some of these are snow peas. These might be snows. Kind of the same. Anyway. And of course garlic everywhere. And then there's a second planting coming up of sugar snaps. That's the first one, but there's a second one here. I might be able to get away with one more planting of sugar snaps, but I couldn't find more seeds. So this is all from last year. All of this wintered over. Spinach, radicchio. Takes forever, I need to weed. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll come back and interplant in here with some of those babies. Like I'll bring the choy out here, and the choy will go in between these guys because they come out fast. And these guys will also kind of help hide the choy a little bit. Everything loves bok choy, Chinese cabbage, brassicas, celery from last year. Finishing now. And that just goes on with spinach all the way down. So these don't really need a cover, but they just do better. The radicchio seems to grow better with the cover. And it's slow, so I give it what it wants. This is all leaf chard, but this is a spinach basically, but it's a chard, but it tastes like spinach, and it doesn't bolt the same way that this spinach will do. This spinach will be bolting soon because of the heat, even in early March. I mean, it'll produce a little bit more. When I harvest next week, you just come and you take the lower leaves. I'll just take off all of these big low leaves all the way around, and you leave the heart. And it just keeps leafing, but it'll eventually shoot off on you. But this plant won't. So it goes further and longer and satisfies the customer's desire for spinach, which I don't like. But shh, you're beautiful. I love you. It's a beautiful plant. close up. Whoa, not close up. Okay. And then here is carrots, some radish. I just planted. This is a new planting, of course, obviously. I don't know. Planted the carrots 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Those are icicle radish. They didn't do so hot, so I just planted some more of the red bell. Just the little red ones. Yeah, this is the other side of the broad beans. Broccoli from last year. That's what it looks like now. Yay.